Hi everyone, welcome to Data Cloud series, just connecting my Valley Hub. Today our session and use case number 4 on cross-org integrations with Data Cloud. Today our session and use case will be revolutionizing retail service, seamless customer experience through Salesforce Data Cloud integration and intelligent bot solutions. So today we're going to talk about the service manager, completely service cloud use case, where we will have to give a great customer experience to bots, and then we'll have to seek some great KPIs analyzing by our service agent manager teams, and that gives a lot of good sense from the customer standpoint to increase the sales from a sales standpoint. I listened to the what is Salesforce Data Cloud and how Data Cloud works. A retail support use case. We'll have to talk about a scenario, and then we could solve the scenario as a solutioning team, corresponding with the corresponding data flow and the solutioning, and you could connect with us later today. As you all know about, Data Cloud is one of the innovative platform which is recently introduced by Salesforce. And in the couple of last use cases where we talked about broadly on Salesforce Data Cloud, and the best of the part, it has 3 core pillars, which comes with an intelligent real-time and automations, and it brings a lot of data potentially into Data Cloud. Massive daily 100 billions of records have been processing daily. That shows how bigger the platform is and how efficient the platform is. And if you understand how Data Cloud works, especially in our explanation of the last use cases, bring all this data from different connectors, different APIs, SDKs, and from enterprise scale MuleSoft, where we're connecting data and we are preparing the data, harmonizing data, and designing the unified record. And further, we use this data for segmentations, predictions, and analyzing, and we're activating back to the different applications with Martech Stack and Ads platforms, and we potentially brings the data back to Databricks to Snowflake using our data share concept with copy real policies. And we could design our own models inside AWS SageMaker and Google Vertex, and we could register the same models back to Data Cloud, and then we could play around those models using our unified data. And the platform is completely governance, comes with a data governance, security, privacy, and compliance. That gives up so much of features have been implemented so far with Data Cloud, and then a lot of features is going to be introduced in the next releases. So let's dive into our use case today. So what is our current scenario? As I've told, the entire series has been conducting using retail industry, and in the next series is we can conducting using wealth management, we can conduct using BFSI and a couple of other industries. So here we're particularly focusing on the service managers, service cloud. So the retail service manager aims to enhance their customer service. So the main intention is a customer redirecting from a chatbot where they seek an order cancellations because they place an order, but they want to cancel the order with a personalized bot experience. And using this real-time sales data, in our use case number 3, we shown how we sending the transactions data from a sale order platform, which is nothing but a POS, back to Salesforce Sales Cloud. And support want to use the sales data, and support needs the gains of the visibility, because if someone's talking to an agent, where agent needs an access of sale order data before they reply something, so that gives a potential great experience from a customer 360 standpoint. And the aiming is to provide a seamless and personalized customer experience, ensuring that the efficient order cancellations and overall satisfaction of the CSATs. So with this scenario where we brought some great outcome, so we deployed and we leveraged Data Cloud, the native connectors, and we're connecting a bot to our retail website, and customers seamlessly connect with the agents to cancel their orders swiftly. So here we have one Data Cloud connectors, and the second part is a chatbot. So we connected both the platforms together to bring the seamless connecting experience, to give a great overall expectation from the customer standpoint, from their order cancellations, order processings, or any delivery issues or anything. They reach out to their respective agent team through chatbot. And inside technicality, we designed the data streams and modeling, and we created a couple of calculated insights and segmentations, and we empower us to send some consolidated insights to the CRM. Nothing but sale order transactions with the loyal status and the total transaction amounts. I'm design a timeline as I showcase in the step number 3, use case 3, and we fueled by real-time query API through flows, and we visualize the data inside LWC component. Additionally, we designed some KPIs for the service management team to look at the customer satisfaction through bot services. And further, we optimize the service efficiency and we enhance the overall customer satisfaction. So that's what we designed for a customer, the retail customer, from a service standpoint. From a data flow perspective, we brought the data from AWS and we brought the data from call center. We unified the data. We designed the DMOs of sale order, DMOs of contact, and unified individual audiences. And we further designed segmentations. We designed the flow and perform our data action record trigger flow. We done our callouts, and we send the data back to a destination log under AWS transactions. And we build an LWC component to show the timeline. And we create a bot and we host the bot into retail website. And through bot, we could request the customers to transfer and talk to an agent, and automatically a case has been created and linking to the right contact. And then the person, the customer receives a great customer experience with this data flow, and he's very much happy that he provided great CSATs to bring a lot of good customer support experience from the chatbot. With the solution, a data has been inserting from AWS, and the data stream has been refreshed, and the DMOs got updates, and we leverage the data cloud record trigger flows, and we perform a call out using query APIs, and then we inserted the data into AWS transactions custom table, and we show the transactions in a LWC grid component as a timeline. And support agent, when a customer reaches out to the chatbot, and support agent accessing omnichannel platform, it automatically creates a case, and we associate the respective email ID to a contact, and then we displaying the respective contact data inside Service Cloud, and then we show who's a person, and the salesperson the service team has a visibility who's a contact, and what kind of transaction the person has did. So service agent has complete visibility on entire transactions to provide a great customer experience to the customers, right? So let's jump into the demo. So here, what I've done is I prepared a sheet which contains the total amount is 5080 for my customer, and with the transaction date and the purchase status. What I do is I'll go and then I'll try to upload this data again. I've uploaded the data, and then I'm going to refresh my data stream as an incremental refresh. I've started an incremental refresh, and then further what I've done is I've created a flow, data cloud record. If you see recently Salesforce has been introduced a flow, an action, a record trigger flow, a data cloud record trigger flow. If you can go to the flow builder and then create a new flow, you could see the flow action altogether, a new flow action, data cloud record trigger flow. Data cloud trigger flow is a new flow action which is introduced by Salesforce. So we design a flow under one of the DLM data model object, and then we put a condition any record created or updated, then try to go and then hit an Apex action. And this is one of the Apex class we design, a callout, where we leverage named credentials to perform a callout, and then we call the respective actions, and with inputs, what we are trying to send. This is an input. We are sending this input back to data cloud org, the destination org, which is nothing but the Salesforce destination org. Look at this is my home org, and this is my destination org, which is nothing but Service Cloud. So I perform a query API call out via record trigger flow, and then once I've done this process, I can go back to my Salesforce service console. So here you can see all my contacts here, all my customer 360 data that I've been inserting into data cloud again. And here, if you look, my contacts, some of my contacts where this is one of the contacts where I brought all the sale order transactions from POA system to Sales Cloud. And if you look at all the transactions, and the transaction amount has been consolidated, and we define the loyalty status based on the transaction amount, which is done by customer. And here we were inserting all the data into AWS transactions. So the biggest question comes, right? So the data, so the data has been, you're sending a lot of sale order data, but we have billions of records, or millions of records have been, we would love to send to Salesforce Service Cloud. But sending data, especially from data cloud, if you look at POS platform, so imagine you have 100 million transactions have been flowing, and this data will flow data cloud, and we unify the data, and we use calculated insights to aggregate the data using different measures, right? So here Until this, it's okay because this platform is designed for the use cases of like this. But if you ask me a question like, is it a great practice to send this 100 million transactions back to a platform called CRM, like Sales Cloud, and display all these transactions into any one of the Lightning Web component? Ultimately, I'm not recommending these kind of solutions because these kind of solutions where it'll create a lot of trouble inside your CRM org for there are a lot of cons, especially on the data storage. And I don't recommend to send this kind of a thing, especially. Either what you can do is you could just design this data cloud solutions. You could create a character insights, perform an aggregated data, and send this aggregated data back to your data cloud. Because aggregated data, it's all one record. It always stores one record. This record will keep updates the total transaction amount, and it always defines your loyalty of the customer to increase your sales always. So this is the best practice to always to send one record and keep update the record inside LWC, and then display inside your Sales Cloud Docker. And there are some situations where you would love to see the consolidated sale order transactions. What I could recommend is always as a con where it increases the data storage, and I don't recommend to send 100 millions of transactions. But sometimes where you want to do it, yes, you can do it, but as a backup solution, we can take the backup. Once the data has been inserted into Salesforce, maybe by end of 24 hours of time, you could just calculate the consolidations and create another field in contact table called total transaction amount and loyalty status. And you can keep update this total transaction amount using a flows based on the records inserting. So you can sum up the total transaction amount and define the loyalty status using any formula field. And then after 24 hours of time, so probably you could take the backup of this file, or you can purge this data somewhere in your local systems and then delete the data. Alternatively, you could use one more solution, especially you could leverage any system called Heroku, where you could send this data to Heroku via Heroku Connect, and then you can keep this data, and you could be able to do it as well. So if you want to do it, there are multiple ways and multiple options from an enterprise architecture perspective. But make sure you can remember all the steps and points if you want to do this kind of a solutions in future. Let's go back, and then let's see our status has been success. Now we can go back to your record. So here I can showcase my one of the customer. So we'll get one of the customer. So the customer name is Arika Arias. So here, if you look at the Arika Arias, is the first one is email ID is ask.com. This is the email ID that what we have been. So the transaction is 5,000 is an order value. You see here the record has been updated. Let's look at my transactions. The step number one that we will have to show timeline. So you can see 5080 is my amount. You could see my amount has been updated as a real time from Data Cloud to Sales Cloud, and it shows our timeline component under Sales Cloud. And we're consolidating the whole data into total transaction amount and defining the loyalty status as well here. Now let's go back because I've done the transaction from a loyalty website. So I go back to my website and I can chat with an expert. So this is my, imagine this is my loyalty website. So here I'm going to chat. So hey, I would like to cancel my order. Can you help us? So once immediately I place an order, and due to some technical issues with my website, I couldn't be able to log in. Then I reach out to the chatbot support to cancel my order. So here, once I enter my details, I'm requesting an agent to pick it up my channel. So here, automatically I got an agent request. I accept the agent request, and then it'll start my conversation. Hey, how can I help you? So if we look at my case details, the case has been created, and my contact details. So I could say that I would like to cancel my latest order done with the transaction amount of 5080 USD. Sure. Let me check it out. So I can go and then look at my contact, and I can see my transaction amount is 5080. Yes, so I look into my transactions table. So here I can see there is an order has been created today, and I can see and customer want to cancel the status. So I could go and update the status back to cancel. I click on save. So once I've done it, I can go back to my sure, your order has been cancelled. You'll receive a confirmation shortly. Thank you. Wow, so fast. Thank you so much. Have a great day. So this way, the customer feel happy, and then at the same time, we provide a right agent support, because the sales order data sits in POS where it requires a lot of time to uh, get into your Salesforce platform, because you need a clear visibility on all the orders, so that then only you can be able to provide a great customer experience, right? So the same thing, we design a holistic solution to bring the data from data cloud and then show some great results on the component, and then we quickly cancel those transactions. And this is how we could be able to design the entire SaaS cloud integrations with Data Cloud that brings a lot of potential from a customer agent perspective. And what I can do is thank you and closing this session. So we can end this chat, and all these transactions have been stored under the transcripts here after some time. And then this gives a lot of significant support service from an agent to customer standpoint. And customer always gives us good CSATs to increase our reputation across the brand, across the company. So that's all for today's use case team. So any questions, you could reach out to us, and you could connect with us. You could connect with us on LinkedIn and Twitter, and alternatively, you can connect with us on email, connect@valueofit.com. And if you have any questions still, you could reach out to us on LinkedIn messaging, or you could reach out to us on YouTube channel under the comments. Thank you so much for listening us, and have a great day. And we could see you on the next use case number 5. Thank you.